What's up everybody, Yogi here. Today I'm doing my Ninja Road Season 8 run through with nothing but free-to-play ninja. But two things before we get into it. First of all, this mission is a lot harder than the previous Ninja Roads. I ended up having to use all three of my teams in general. Second of all, even though I'm going to be saying no rare maps in the title, I do encounter two during this run through, but I'm still going to be showing you the original maps. It's just going to be from a different run, and no worries there. I'm not going to be using any jutsus that will throw it off if you're following along with me. And I'm just keeping it real for you guys because every time I was recording, I kept getting rare maps appearing, so this was just the next best option. Now when it comes to my second and third team, I'm going to be stalling up chakra to use them on a later map. This team right here is specifically for map 19, and that's because when you get there, you're going to encounter Ito Minato. He's going to use his ultimate as soon as you get there, and he puts up 5 perfect dodges. And if you do not get rid of him before he does his next set of attacks, you're probably going to lose. That's where the third Raikage comes in, because on his ultimate, he destroys perfect dodge. Other characters like Killer Bee, Susanoo Sasuke, Six Path Naruto, they ignore perfect dodge with their ultimates, but they don't destroy it. So you're going to want to bring either Third Raikage or Wisdom Sasuke because they are all bravery on that map. That's why I'm going to be making sure that all of my Wisdom characters are in the back before I get there, because he does attack as soon as you get there. It's initiative. They don't need to all be body as long as they're not Wisdom characters in the front. Now when it comes to my third team is for taking down the final boss, which is the Ten Tails. He still has 5 hit points. All the hit points of the main body have 35,000 HP, so you want to get as many characters as you can with strong, long-range ultimates. And he is Wisdom type, just like all the other bosses for this Ninja Road, so you want to bring as many bravery characters as you can as well. If you have One Tail Naruto and you fully boost him up, he will do well over 60% of his HP, so definitely bring him and boost him up if you have him. So for map 3, you have these 6 guys. They're nothing special. You can just beat them with regular attacks. From here on out, I'm going to switch to my first team, and I'm going to be using them for all the other stages of Ninja Road. Onto map 4, you have 8 enemies appearing. This is a very good map to get a high combo on, but there is an even better one later on, so I'm not going to worry about getting it here. Just going to get rid of a few of them and then leave one to stall on, just so I can get a few ultimates ready for the next map. And it's totally up to you if you want to do that, because the first boss is very easy and you can beat him with regular attacks if you want to. Alright, so now we're on to the first boss, Manda. Unlike every other version of him, he does not poison you when he uses Snake Fangs, so you can literally just regular attack him and beat him that way if you want to. Now, do not hold back here, just go all out with your ultimates, because once you get onto the next map, you will get full chakra recovery for your whole team. And I'm going to make sure that I end off with my first row here on purpose, because I wanted to start off with Jiraiya on the next map, which is why you saw me not go for Danzo's Jutsu there. Map 6, we have the Legendary Sannin and Hanzo. Very easy to take out. Now you just want to start using those jutsus to either clear them out or weaken them down to finish them off with regular attacks. On the map 7, we have Shikamaru Asuma and Bootleg One Punch Man with eyebrows. I'm just going to go ahead and beat them all down with regular attacks since Orochimaru does have that type advantage. Otherwise, I could just use a jutsu from one of my characters to get rid of all of them. On to map 8, we have Neji and Nagato. They have long-range jutsus that have knockback, so they will push you into either the poison clouds or the chakra reduction field. And because of the chakra field, you definitely don't want to play around here too long. Go ahead and use a few jutsus to get rid of them as soon as possible because you can stall up on the next map. Map 9 is pretty fun. I actually enjoy it. All these guys are going to use is their jutsu to the left side of the map, but they don't move at all. And they won't move unless you jutsu seal them. So all you have to do is regular attack them to death if you want to do that and move on to the next map. You can leave one to stall on as well. Once you get to the second boss, it's the same as the first boss in the sense of go all out with your jutsu. You'll be getting all of your chakra back on the next map, so it's totally up to you. Now on to the second map, we have Gamabunta, and unlike the other versions of him, and you're going to be hearing me say this a lot, they changed it so that you cannot hit him in the mouth with a short range character. So only thing you can hit him with here is mid-range characters and then their jutsus and ultimates, if it can reach of course. So go all out here because once you get on to the next map, you will be getting back all of your chakra. Alright, so for map 11, this is where you want to go for that ultra combo. You want to get at least 80 hits or more. That's where my three-tailed Naruto comes in. His jutsu, with very careful placement, can't hit everybody. You just got to be very precise with it because you can miss very easily. And that's all it is for this map. On to map 12, we have 6 skilled swordsmen popping up. See what I did there? Going to use Orochimaru's ultimate just to get rid of Kasame, and then I'm going to use Danzo's ultimate to get rid of all the rest. You need to be very careful if you're using Danzo here since it is very easy to miss, just like with Naruto on the previous map. Now I'm just going to beat down Chojuro with some regular attacks and then stall until I get all of my ultimates ready for the next map. And for those of you guys wondering, not all of my characters I'm using here is ultimate. Haku is 130 with a little bit of pills, Danzo is 140 with max pills, and Tsunade has no pills at all. She's maxed out and she has 3 of her 5 skills. Alright guys, so on map 13, this is where I get my first rare map. What's supposed to pop up here is Jigo and Kabuto. What I'm going to do is show you how I handle this map and map 14. Then I'm going to show you how I handle both of those maps if Jugo and Kabuto were to pop up. On map 14, you have to fight Hashirama and Madara. They both have a good amount of HP, and they still use their jutsus and ultimates with the bonus effects still included. All I'm doing here is getting them both to attack Naruto so they're closer to each other. That way I can hit them with Danzo's ultimate here. Once I hit them, I am going to get the jutsu seal on both of them. It does not matter if you don't get it on them, because you will be able to, get rid of one of them and then get a handle on the situation once again. So now I'm going to follow up with Naruto's ultimate. They're going to take that pretty good, still be alive. And from that point, now I can just finish them off with Orochimaru's jutsu. I can easily go for the ultimate if I want to make sure that he doesn't live. Now from this point, I'm going to go ahead and start stalling. Now keep in mind that I only use Naruto, Orochimaru, and Danzo's ultimates here, and that's because on the previous map, when I'm going through it regularly, I end up using everyone else's jutsu or ultimate there. So now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how I handled those maps. So this is the real map 13. You have Jugo and Kabuto. Kabuto is going to heal Jugo immediately, but immobilize him for 2 turns. So what's going to happen here is you want to get all of your characters close to Jugo so you can combo him. And before you start using your ultimates, make sure that his countdown is 3. If you attack any sooner, he's going to use his ultimate 4 times in a row. And if you survive that, he's going to go ahead and use another 4 ultimates back to back again. Kabuto only has 5,000 HP himself, which is why you need to be careful not to hit him. So here I'm going to go for Jiraiya's ultimate and get some good damage off on Jugo. Kabuto is going to heal him back up, and that's totally fine since Tsunade's ultimate is AoE, and that will definitely take him out. And you see that Jugo barely has any HP left, so I can finish him off with a regular attack here. And even though I have Haku's ultimate, I'm not going to be using it here, just to show you guys that I would have gotten the same result had I not gotten the rare map. Just going to do the same thing and have them focus on one character, and now I can go ahead and use Naruto's ultimate. And then from there I can go ahead and use Orochimaru's ultimate. At this point I did have them both jutsu sealed, so this is showing you that even if I didn't get the seal, for sure I was going to be alive. And now I can finish off Madara with Danzo's ultimate, and now I'm essentially in the same situation as before. Just have Hashirama left here, and now I'm going to stall until I get all of my ultimates ready for the next map. Now on to the third boss, Matatabi. What they changed with Matatabi is you cannot KO the bottom spot anymore, so you have a very, very small safe spot now in the top left corner. Going for Tsunade's ultimate here just to get that acid field up and get some damage going. Now here, instead of me going for Naruto's ultimate, I'm just going to regular attack as high as possible. If you attack as high as possible with a long range character, you can avoid the tail beast bomb. And here, for for Orochimaru, I'm just going to go for his ultimate since he has a 2000 point barrier after using it. Now I'm going to move Tsunade to the only safe spot, which is the very top left corner. If you are very, very, very precise, you can actually get 2 ninja in there, but it is very hard. Now, at this point, I can go for Naruto's ultimate as far to the left as possible. That will allow me to avoid the cat claw. But the thing here is you need to wait for your timing and chance to go for any ultimates with your bravery characters, since you can lose very quickly, lose your whole team here if you're not careful. And this is where Haku comes in. Haku's shield is to protect my bravery characters after I go for their ultimates. Only other character that can protect other ninja with the shield is Granny Chiyo, but she is from this Ninja Road shop, so you would need enough points to actually get one, and she is bravery also, so she wouldn't work out as well as Haku would. Now at this point I was deciding between using Jiraiya's jutsu for the slip damage versus his ultimate, and I went for his jutsu. Probably better to go for his ultimate instead, since I'm not going to be able to bring him out too much. And you see the main body's only losing 1000 damage. Now I'm going to get ready to go for Haku's jutsu here after I use Danzo's ultimate. Now as you can see, Matatabi is lower on the HP now. I'm going to go ahead and put up the shield with Haku so I can take the next few hits coming in, because I won't be able to move everyone out the way in enough time. Now I'm moving Orochimaru to the top left, but it's not quite there in the top spot. You see that it looks like I moved him there and I'm still getting hit with the cat fireball here. It actually would have been better for me to leave Jiraiya out, since he did have a shield while Orochimaru didn't. But now I'm able to move Tsunade out the way, and now I'll be able to survive. Now I'm just going to move all of my ninja around the top left corner, and the priority now is keeping my HP up until I can get Orochimaru and Tsunade's ultimates back. You know, this is where the team building is very crucial, because Naruto does have 20% damage reduction in general, so if he takes a hit, you know, it's not going to be as bad as anyone else, and that's why I ended up picking Orochimaru. Part of the reason why, because he's going to be useful in the later map as well, along with me grabbing Haku for the shield. Now I pretty much had to rely on using this method to beat this, since I only had access to free characters for this, but you know, if you got a lot of bravery characters yourself, you shouldn't have too much problem blazing through the boss, especially if you got Blazing Fest characters. And hey, if you don't, now you got a method to get through it. Oh yeah, and if this wasn't hard enough, you also have to deal with slip damage from getting hit with the attacks that you can't dodge as well, so there's that too. Alright, so now I'm going to go for Naruto's jutsu here, since I know he has an 8-hit combo per enemy. So now that I get a 16 combo from that, that will give Orochimaru another bar of chakra, and now I can go ahead and use his ultimate followed by Tsunade. And that will be enough to finish off Matatabi. On to map 16, we have the 2 Raikages. We're going to get back all of our chakra, and now here is a very important point. Once you get to map 17, they're going to force switch out all of your characters that you have in front, and then they're also going to seal switch you for a full 20 turns. So whoever you finish them off with here needs to be right for the next map, and they're all skill in the next map, so leave your body characters out front here for sure. Now I want to go for Tsunade's ultimate here. You don't want to play around too much on this map, since they will use their jutsus and it gives them full range of the entire map. So no matter where they are, they can hit all of your characters. Going for Naruto's ultimate here, and that will finish them both off. Now we're on to map 17, where we have 3 different versions of Obito. He's going to go ahead and force switch your characters and then seal them for a full 20 turns. Probably the highest amount that they can actually seal you. Now what you want to do here is go for all of your ultimates to get rid of 2 of them as soon as possible. I am attacking the most dangerous ones right now, since Rampage Obito has a long range AoE ultimate, and then this version of Jubito, he will still hit multiple characters with his. He just has a medium-sized circle though. 6th Path Obito only hits one character with his ultimate, so you definitely want to leave him alive before the others. At this point, it's just going to turn into a stall fest. I'm going to keep regular attacking him with Haku and Orochimaru, getting his HP down. I could include Danzo as well, but I don't want to chance it since I cannot switch to Tsunade to keep my HP up higher. So by the time I get his HP low enough, the switch seal would have worn off by then, and then I'll just stall for all of my ultimates for the next map. On to map 18, this is where I encounter my second rare map, but first I'm going to show you how to handle the real one, and that is 5 different versions of Sasuke. They're all body type. All you need to do here is go ahead and use all of your ultimates to wipe them all out, because this is the last time I'm going to be using this team. Now to play it safe, after you get rid of all of them down to 1, you can actually stall up against one of them, because the main problem here is the chakra pools. They will keep draining your ninja over time. So that's why I'm going to make sure that I get rid of all of them except the Chidori Sasuke, since he can only hit one character. From that point, I can pretty much stall back up against him if I want to. You will basically have 5 of them ready to go. The other one will be lower by default because he's going to keep hitting you back into the chakra fields. Back to the original run, just going to take all these guys out with regular attacks, and as I mentioned before, I am not going to be using this team anymore, so no harm done if you encounter the actual map. Now we're on to map 19. This is the map I was telling you about at the very beginning. I'm going to go ahead and switch to my team with the 3rd Raikage because this is where you really need him. You see how much damage I took from that ultimate there, and he does have 5 perfect dodges. Remember, Minato will attack 4 times in a row, then use his ultimate again. That's why you need to get rid of him. I got a crit there, but it's not going to throw off, you know, your run if you didn't get one. Here's where I'm going to use Pain's ultimate. I'm using it as far to the right as possible so I can still hit Guy along with Minato. Now had he lived, I would simply go for Kushina's ultimate and take him out, even if Guy wasn't in range, and that would be enough to finish him off in general. Thankfully, Guy and Kakashi do not use their jutsus or ultimates at all, so after you beat one, you're perfectly fine to stall back up your team for the next map. I'm not going to be doing that though, since I'm going to finish off the boss with my boss team. Alright guys, end of the road here, final boss, 10 Tails. All you have to do is get rid of the 2 spots on the top and the 2 spots at the very bottom, and you are set to win. Now I'm going to go for Deidara's ultimate here. He's not ultimate, by the way. He literally has 1 dupe and a few attack pills. I paired him up with Hashirama as well because he gets extra attack boost from his buddy skill. Now I'm going to follow up with Yugito here. Had I used Fu's ultimate, it would not have taken him out. Now I'm just going to go ahead and use the rest of my ultimates to take out the last two spots at the bottom. Now if you're using a character with a mid-range circle for the ultimate like Hashirama, you can hit the two spots on the bottom, but it is a tight fit and it might not work sometimes because of how the bosses are. Sometimes you can't put your ninja in certain positions around them. It's just the way it is. Now that the last two spots are gone, I'm going to go ahead and start attacking the main body. Now what his attack pattern is he has a countdown of 2 for sprigs on the right side of the map, 2 for a swipe on the top, another 2 for a swipe on the top, and then a countdown of 4 before he uses his ultimate. Now unlike the ultimate of the original 10 Tails from his raid, what he's going to do is reduce your HP down to 25% of what you originally had instead of down to 1%. What you're going to do after getting hit is move all your ninja down to the bottom. As long as they're all up against the wall, you're fine for the first attack. You see how he's going to use the sprigs now. After he uses the sprigs, you can literally just camp out anywhere as long as you're on the bottom. He's going to use the swipe twice in a row. Now each swipe does 1,200 damage. When it comes to the second swipe, I'm going to go up and attack him. This is what you can pretty much do as long as you have enough HP to spare, because he's going to keep reducing your HP with the ultimate anyway. And from that point, I can go ahead and start using some jutsus on him. I'm only going to use characters that I know their jutsus are either equal to or stronger than their ultimates. Like Yugito, for example, is 4-4 jutsu and 8-4 her ultimate, so it doesn't matter. Whereas someone like Fu has more power on her jutsu instead of her ultimate. At this point, all you gotta do is rinse and repeat. Avoid the attacks and then go and attack the boss once you get close to that countdown of 4. So there you guys have it. Ninja Road Season 8 using nothing but free-to-play ninja. I'm not gonna lie, it was brutal. It was brutal to get through, but hey, I did it. If you guys don't have that many good ninja, now you got something to go off of here. If you guys enjoyed the video and it's helped you out, don't forget to leave a like, drop a comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Peace.